Hello everybody, welcome back to Tundra Missionary. I'm Zach, and I am back with another CD collection, and we are doing the 90s today. So, I've got a ton of 90s CDs, like I said in my last video, and I've also got two previous videos on this. I've got one on the 80s, my 80s CD collection, and 70s and late 60s CD collection, if you want to check those out. You don't have to, though, if you don't want to. But anyways, let's get started with some punk rock, with Social Distortion's self-titled record here. The only Social Distortion album I have, but I really do enjoy it. And then we've got Smashing Pumpkins' first release, Gish. I've only listened to this one a handful of times, but yeah, I do got it, and I enjoy it. And then Green Day's first record, 1039 Smoothed Out Slappy Hours, which is actually kind of a combination of early EPs they released, but it turned out to be their first studio release. So, and then we've got Pearl Jam's first record here, Pearl Jam 10. Fantastic record. I'm sure many of you know this one. I actually did a review on it not too long ago. And then we've got my final Rush CD I have, which is Rush Roll the Bones. This is a fantastic Rush record. I really enjoy this one, actually. I need to get some more 90s Rush. I need to get some later Rush, because it's a little bit hard to find. And then we've got Red Hot Chili Peppers here, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. This is a fantastic listen. It's a very lengthy album. But yeah. But it does have explicit content, so, you know. And then speaking of explicit content, we've got Nirvana here, Nevermind, which actually the lyrics aren't that bad, it's just the album cover's a little, you know, it exposes a lot. But yeah, I'm sure all of you know this one. It's a very fantastic listen. Started the whole grunge movement. And then we've got Green Day's second record here, Kerplunk. I do enjoy Kerplunk. This one's a very fun listen. And then we've got here, this is one of my favorites, we've got Dream Theater, Images and Words. Very fantastic progressive metal album. Dream Theater was well known for starting the progressive metal movement in the 90s. And then here we've got Alice in Chains' Dirt, another fantastic grunge album. And very good listen. And speaking of grunge, we've also got Stone Temple Pilots' Core, another fantastic grunge album. And then finishing off 1992, we've got Neil Young, Harvest Moon. This is one of my favorite Neil Young records, and the latest one I have. But yeah, it's really good. And then kicking off 1993, we got Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream. This is one of my favorite albums. I really love enjoying and listening to that one. And then we've got Nirvana in Utero, another fantastic grunge album, as I'm sure all of you know. And then we've got Pearl Jam Versus, another Pearl Jam album. This one is my personal favorite. Opens up, we got a little artwork in there of the band. I really do like that picture. So yeah, pretty cool. And then we've got Alice in Chains' Jar of Flies. This is like an EP slash album, because it's only about like 36 minutes long, but I consider it a studio album. I mean, I've seen albums early on in the 70s, 60s that have been around that long anyway, so. But yeah. And then we've got Green Day's one of the most popular albums, Dookie. Another fantastic listen for pop punk or punk rock fans in general. And then my only Soundgarden album, Super Unknown. But I mean, to make up for it being my only Soundgarden album, I mean, it's a double disc version. It opens up and everything, and it's a pretty good listen. But I haven't gotten into Soundgarden enough to buy any of their other records, but maybe I'll have to give this a couple more listens, and we'll see. And then we've got my final Pink Floyd album, The Division Bell. This is a fantastic Pink Floyd album, one of my personal favorites. I really do enjoy this one and all the tracks on it, but yeah. And then we've got Weezer, the Blue Album. This is a very iconic alternative rock album of the 90s. Do enjoy it. And then we're moving on to Britpop here with Oasis, Definitely Maybe. I'm a big Oasis fan. I do enjoy this one. I don't actually have What's the Story Morning Glory on CD form, though, which I don't know how I don't have that yet, but I'm going to get it eventually. And then another fantastic band which I've seen live in concert, the Dave Matthews Band. And this is their first album, Under the Table and Dreaming. A very cool listen. Almost sounds kind of like a jazz a little bit. And then we've got Tom Petty, Wildflowers. This is like probably my favorite Tom Petty record. I really do enjoy this one. There's some good tracks on there. And then we've got Pearl Jam, Vitalogy. This is like a little booklet version. But never really could get into this record too much, actually, as opposed to their other ones. There's some good tracks on it, but a lot of it. And then here we've got another progressive band in the 90s. We've got Porcupine Tree here, The Sky Moves Sideways. Very fantastic space rock listen. I do enjoy listening to that one. And then we've got a little post-grunge band here. We've got Collective Soul, their self-titled album. This is a great listen, underrated band in my opinion. I really need to get more of their CDs too. And then, moving along with Britpop, we've got The Verve here with A Northern Soul. This is a little bit of a difficult listen the first couple times you listen to it, because all the tracks on here are like 6 to 5 minute songs. But it's a very good listen. It's very majestic. And then we've got Green Day, Insomniac here, moving along the Green Day discography here. Fantastic listen. A lot of people say it's their punkiest record to date. And then we've got the fantastic double album from the Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. This is an essential 90s album. Very fantastic record. And then, second Dave Matthews Band album here, we've got Crash. This is probably their most popular album as well. Do enjoy that one. And then I've got Oasis, Be Here Now. This is my favorite Oasis record, actually. I really enjoy the direction they went with this, even though a lot of people seem to disagree, but I do enjoy that one a lot. And then we've got The Verve here as well with A Northern Soul. This is probably Verve's most popular record. It's a very fantastic listen. I do enjoy that one. It's very chill. And then we've got Green Day here with Nimrod. This is a very punky record too. It's one of my favorites from Green Day, I would say. And then we've got Dave Matthews Band once more with Before These Crowded Streets. This is probably my favorite Dave Matthews Band album. I do enjoy it. And then we've got Smashing Pumpkins' Adore. One of their lesser known albums. But I do enjoy it a lot. It's very moody and depressing though, so if you want to be cheered up, not the good album to listen to. And then we've got another Porcupine Tree album here with Stupid Dream. I really do enjoy this album. I think more people should find out about this and give it a listen, because it's pretty good. And then we've got Red Hot Chili Peppers here with Californication. Actually, I really do enjoy this album, but I honestly think that a lot of their records are better than this one, honestly. A little bit of an unpopular opinion, but I still enjoy it all the same. And then, finally, the final album I've got in the 90s, in 1999, we've got Incubus, Make Yourself. Very popular post-grunge band, and I do enjoy listening to that one. So there you go. That's all my 90s CDs. Went through them quicker than I thought I would, actually. So do stay tuned. We're going to go through the 2000s next. So, yeah. See you guys then. Have a nice day. Take care.